We're live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Live and Uncut with the Grindhouse Radio. You thought I forgot, didn't you? I saw your face.
No,
You're
I
like,
didn't. I didn't think
all
you
right.
forgot.
I thought you thought I forgot for a second. You kind of like looking at me like, you okay there, dude?
I don't know. I know this is your I know this is technically your birthday episode. You're just another year older, so your mind going a little bit wouldn't be that surprising.
See, you're gonna start. That's all I'm gonna get all night long is the old man crap.
This is what you signed up for.
I did not sign up for that.
You signed up for it.
I did not sign up for that.
We literally have signatures. That means you signed up for this.
Hello, Mary. Welcome to the chat.
Hello,
That's okay.
Mary.
Maybe Jose will come in here and defend you like he
Hello,
always does.
Mary.
Listen, this is not truly inconsequential.
Yeah. I hope he's here. We should get him a T-shirt that says "Brimstone's #1 fan."
Listen, I can't help if people agree with me. It's not my fault.
People or person?
Listen, there are many. Mary agrees with me most of the time.
Most?
Yes.
Mary definitely Mary's just here. She just enjoys being a part of the show, so she agrees with both.
Lisa agrees with me.
Lisa agrees with me too.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Jose agreed with you the last time. He did.
Reluctantly. Very much reluctantly.
That's not my fault that you guys are up each other's anuses. That I'm like
he started it.
I am innocent.
He started it. He started it.
See, you insulted Mary. See what you did?
Hey, Brim is still younger than me. Yeah, but Mary, you're an ageless wonder. That's totally okay.
Oh my God! Screw you, Brim. You're an old man, but everybody else, you're
Mary's
an ageless wonder.
Mary's a fan, though. That's the thing.
You're an ageless wonder. That is fantastic.
I don't. Did you just pull that one right out of your ass?
I don't know where that came from.
It was well played, but I mean, it was just wow. And that's why everybody likes you, Greer, except for Jose.
Except for Jose.
I don't know what it is. No, he loves you. He does love you.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, he loves you.
Ever.
If he didn't love you, then he wouldn't have done your Mr. Greer.
It's okay. That's true.
You gotta still ask him to do one with just the stubble instead of the whole beard now.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
probably at some point.
Beardless Tom.
I love the time. You're very welcome, Mary.
She loves that. See, there you go. What do you call it anyway?
I feel like if you don't like Tom, then that's on you. That's your fault.
It's a you problem.
Not you. I'm talking about people.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Tom right now. Tom's teetering right now. He's teetering. I don't know how I feel about him.
Hey, Chrissy, welcome to the chat.
Hello, Chrissy. How are you? Now,
What's up, girl?
if Tom would have baked me brownies for my birthday, then I would have been like, all right, I can't be mad at Tom. He could make fun of me all he wants, but he didn't bake me the brownies. I was expecting them too. I was like,
were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I was expecting brownies.
I feel a little bad.
Yeah, I was like, all right. But Kim brought me stuff, and that was very sweet.
Well, that's from us.
No, I'm taking it from you, not from Greer.
It is from us. We have spoken about it, and it is from us.
All right. Thank you both anyway. But I'm still just going to blame Greer because
it's like
it's
not
more fun
loving
that
a
way.
puppy if you don't like Tom. I appreciate that, Mary.
It is true.
True.
It is true.
And people who don't like dogs. Obviously,
they're just not good people.
Something's up.
There are a lot of people that really don't like freaking dogs.
I will understand. I will take it back a little bit. If you've had trauma with a dog or something that I understand, that's why you're not a dog fan. But if you just don't like them because you just don't like them,
yeah.
I'll say same thing for cats. If you just don't like cats, whatever. But I'm more of a dog person, so I'm a little biased.
Danielle says he baked them, but then he ate them.
Yeah.
No, he brought them to Kim is what he did.
He was courting me.
You go, my lovely.
Kimberly,
So,
be with
my
me.
ageless wonder.
So this is we're talking. So you're talking about dogs, like a really interesting segue. Did you see the New York Post came out with an article that says eating one hot dog takes 35 minutes off your life?
Are you serious?
Let's a study suggests.
Well,
Please don't say that, because I want to go eat hot dogs right now.
It's a good thing I don't eat them as much anymore.
Yeah, well, okay. So the crux.
sorry,
I
Tom.
feel like it was a little bit of clickbait.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Have you ever seen him stop mid conversation?
This is a fun time.
All right. So what were you saying?
No, I was saying. Well, the article
That's a good
seems
one.
like it's a little bit of clickbait. Because it goes on to say, like, yeah, if you eat things like hot wings or burgers or they're just naming a bunch of really unhealthy foods,
right?
And saying if you eat a lot of these, you won't be healthy. But if you eat your fruits and vegetables, you'll be a little bit better off. It's like, okay, thank you. I consulted my first grade food pyramid. So why am I getting this article on the New York Post saying I'm gonna die if I eat too many hot dogs?
Look what Chrissy said. She said everyone at my job was eating hot dogs today. No clue where they came from though.
Well, that's not so good.
Well,
But does anybody know what hot dogs are?
I was about to say, does anybody know
You
where
know
hot
what I'm
dog really came from?
So what? They're delicious. Stop
Yeah.
denying the dog of the hot.
What if you found out that hot dogs, which they're not, but what if you found out that they were actually dogs?
Then I'd eat them
Then
anyway because
I
they're
would
still
not eat them.
good. If you
would
told me
know.
that before I ate them, then I'd be like, no, I can't. But I mean, well, am I going to stop now?
But I'm saying
If you found out
from
they
here
were
on
they were
now,
dogs, they
they're
were
all-
literal dogs.
I'm 40
Like-
plus
like-
years into hot
like-
dogs, Tom. It's
like-
not going to make a difference
Like
now.
one of Jasper's litter, one of Jasper's brothers and sisters got turned
Sucks
into
for
a hot
them.
dog.
Sucks for them. I got Jasper. He's good. I'll take care of
What
him.
happens if
Extra
somebody?
special.
What happens if somebody kidnapped Jasper
You
and
put a
turned him
little
into a hot
salt
dog?
on him.
As
a
long as
little
he's
pepper.
tasty and I get to eat him, it's all good.
You put a little
No, I
salt
couldn't
on
do that.
Jasper, a little pepper.
So they have that new thing on that's going around social media right now where you have that sound where you're like like
Oh,
eating
and
the
then
dog,
the dog.
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
want to see the dog's reaction. So I went and I didn't do the video, but I went and I bit Jasper's ear, like I was like, and he's like looking at me like I'm a jackass. It's like, come on. And then he tries to bite my face. What do you call it?
Oh.
I'll get you back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're trying to bite him. He's gonna bite you.
No, he loves it. What do you call it? Danielle said someone would die. Mary said you don't ask what's
Right.
in them. It's like asking what's in Scrapple. Yeah, you don't ask what's in Scrapple. Do you
What's
know what's in
Scrapple?
sausages? Sausages, it's a mixture of everything.
What's Scrapple?
You
This
don't-
is
Oh, you don't know Scrapple?
Nah,
Oh,
That's why I'm asking.
Scrapple's like all the bits and parts and ends of like the pig and all that
you got
jazz.
an ear
yeah.
and an intestine and a
Yeah.
this and a that.
Bleh, I won't eat
I've
Scrapple.
literally never. How's it served?
It's supposedly delicious. I will never
Hey,
eat it.
hot dogs is like the Industrial Revolution. You had rats in there, you had poop in there, you had everything before they passed things. That's what a hot dog is.
You still eat hot dogs?
No, I don't really eat hot. I try not
Really?
to. I have like in the last maybe month or two ago. A month or two ago I have.
Okay.
But like I try not to.
Okay.
I'm
What-
still on the Scrapple thing. Like, how is that served?
I don't know. Anybody know how
I'm
Scrapple's
gonna
served?
Google how Scrapple
Yes,
is served.
Google how Scrapple's served. And actually, you can
Scrapple is
figure out
served
exactly what it
extra
is.
fried.
I'm pretty sure it's like bits and pieces of the pig, like all the odds and ends.
It looks like a brick.
yeah.
It looks like a loaf.
It looks like a gigantic pig meatloaf.
Blah, blah. What do you call it? What does it say? Is
This
in
looks straight up like
Well,
a
then-
brownie.
but-
this
but-
is bad for them because nobody on our stream can see this.
but,
yeah.
but what's
Um,
worse, Scrapple or Spam?
Spam's not bad. You guys are all just crazy.
I
yeah,
never had
it's
Spam.
It's ground pork spices and cornmeal, grilled or deep fried. Yeah, ground pork. But that's the thing is the ground pork is all the extra, odds and ends of the
The
yeah.
extra bits.
Mary
Okay.
says it's amazing. I'm sorry, Mary. I'll usually agree with you or be in your cheering section.
I'll
for
try
this,
anything
but
at least once.
Yeah, no, I can't get behind Scrapple.
I'll try anything at least once.
That's what I heard.
See, I mentally, if I know something and I'm just like, I don't know, it could be amazing, but I can't get past it. Same thing with like sushi. There are certain things where it's like, okay, fish. Like fish for the most part is very good for you. But
Yeah.
there are certain things where like if I know, I will not be able to get past it.
Yeah. Well, look. At the end of the there it goes. I got it finally. I'm just trying to fix my
Switching your camera.
switching my camera 'cause it's really
In
irritating
out,
me.
in out.
We could
Yeah,
we could
let's just
change
go
it all
in-
at the same time
yeah.
and I could put on music and be like a rave.
Oh, I'm going too far that way. I gotta go this way. So this way you guys see everything behind the thing. I'm sorry. If I gotta go all the way over here in order to get rid of the background, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I think you're
What
good.
background?
Oh,
Oh.
there it is.
Manny's
Does that
peeking
work?
in a
Oh,
little bit.
Manny's peeking.
Yeah, Manny was peeking in because I got the black thing up, so this way it's not our board with all of our stuff on it. But anyways, here, there you go. Anyhow,
Are you good?
I can't. No, I'm old. Mary says it's amazing. It's a Philadelphia thing.
Liz, first thing is admitting it. It's okay. It's accepting it.
I am not old.
You just said it.
I am well preserved. Thank you very much.
Well
Yeah, true.
preserved.
With all the hot dogs.
It's from
that
eating
you
hot
eat.
dogs, yeah.
All the salt.
Evidently not, though, because it says it takes 35 minutes
Wait,
off of your life
But what is this
expectancy.
article? Like, first of all, you can't just one article. You can't decipher anything up. But what is the article saying? Like 35 minutes off your life? Like,
I think
where
it's
does it
just
come from?
ultimately saying that if you eat healthy, you'll live longer. If you eat bad, you won't live longer. I think that's pretty much what I'm
Thank you,
getting at.
article.
Yeah, it
We
was
did
really,
not know
it was
that.
definitely a clickbait article that I found online that just literally it just says eating hot dogs will take 35 minutes off your life expectancy.
If you breathe, you'll live. If you don't, you
Yeah.
won't.
Exactly. Eat a lot of fried food, see what happens. But then I was telling him, we were talking about it on WBS, like they say all these things, and then you have the person that lived to be 104, and they're like, yeah, all all I ate was sticks of raw butter
And I had a glass of wine
fried
every
chicken.
night.
Yeah. I drank 8 root beers a day and lived off of sticks of butter. And they live until 104.
I will agree in
Unreal.
some weird way of that if you have like a little bit of glass of wine every night, that it probably does preserve you in some way, because you got grape, you got some preservative stuff up in there, and also like it relaxes you.
So does that mean if I eat enough
why?
McDonald's, I'll be preserved? Because that's loaded with preservatives.
No.
Sup, Herb? How you doing? Yes, but there are healthy runners that drop dead after running. This is true.
That's true. Well, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. That just that happens.
I'd rather,
that
if
way.
I'm gonna go, I want to go happy. Let's go
Yeah.
get some hot dogs after this. 7-Eleven, I'm down. You in?
I'm not gonna eat a 7-Eleven
Really?
hot dog. I'm good.
Why?
I eat 7-Eleven taquitos. Those are not bad.
Do some taquitos. I
7-Eleven pizza is like the best drunk food ever.
You know,
That's not true.
Del something, I forget the name, but they have like amazing taquitos.
Del Taco.
No, not Del Taco. It's literally El Monterrego, something. I don't know. It's in the
Montego, Monterey, something. The ones that we usually have here.
No, those are different.
Oh. I don't know.
Taquitos, like the thin taquitos.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
You,
about.
you heat them up from the freezer. Oh my god, so
Yeah.
good, so good with sour cream.
I don't know what's wrong with your girl, man.
She's clearly hungry.
She's clearly
Taquitos,
hungry.
taquitos and sour cream.
Taquitos
What? We're
are
talking
delicious.
about Mexican food. I am always ready for Mexican food.
I'm always ready for food. I am so hungry right now, but it's okay.
Well, okay, we could get birthday food
I'm
in a bit.
thinking 7-Eleven taquitos forever. That's what I'm talking about, Chrissy. That's what I'm talking about. Like, look, if you get like 7-Eleven food,
Chrissy.
people are like, oh, 7-Eleven food. Danielle's always like, I don't want that stuff. It's garbage. I don't listen, man. I grew up on 7-Eleven food. That's like,
Hey, it's personal. People like it, they do. If they don't, then they don't. You know. But if you want to rock a 7-Eleven taquitos, you do that. You want to rock a freezer section taquitos, you do that. You want to rock a taquitos from a taquitos restaurant, you rock that too.
it's going to cost you
is there
10
a-
times the price.
Is there a taquitos
fine.
restaurant? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Is there a restaurant solely dedicated to taquitos?
No,
No.
there's a place that I know called literally taquitos.
Really?
I'm not even
Oh,
joking.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, sour cream makes everything better, Mary
Yes,
says.
it does. It's so good.
for
You
me.
can make dips from that.
I used to ride my bicycle from
You don't like the creams.
in Uniondale growing up, and
Do you go to Sarsaparilla?
and I would. You're such a dick.
Did you go play stickball with your friends at the park?
No,
And they play kick the can.
I did not. I'm not that old.
Kick the can.
Stickball's more of a borough thing.
I was
It's not-
and I was going to tell you guys a fun story.
I'm here for it.
But
No,
no,
I'm
no,
ready
no, no,
for
no,
it.
no, no. You guys, no, forget you people.
Come
So
on.
No,
doesn't
it's
mean
not
I should
us.
eat it
Don't
now.
be a
No,
party
no,
pooper.
you're ruining it for our listeners.
Come
You're not. It's not.
Okay.
I'll turn my ears off.
So no, I'll turn my ears off. What the hell is that? Okay,
can't,
so
I got
I
it.
used to go to the 7-Eleven that was in the neighborhood, and I was a kid, so I must have been like 11 years old, because back then, we wouldn't have to worry about. Shut up, Danielle. She says that I love I do love sarsaparilla. I do. All right, you guys are jackasses. So I went to what do you call it? I went to the 7-Eleven all the time, and I would go there, and I would always get, because remember that back when we were, young and able to leave the house and go all over the place. So what do you call it? I was little, I was over there, and I only had a couple, like dollars and change in my pocket, and what do you call it? And I would always go and I'd buy like the hot dog and like the big bite.
I had a
The big
nickel.
bite, and this is true, and the what do you call it? Things were so cheap then. What do you call
Yeah.
it? That was like when gas was 79 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
Like freaking hell.
If you don't want to be considered old, you have to stop doing these. Back in my day,
It's $4 a gallon now. It's ridiculous.
It
It was
really-
like 69, 79 cents back when. But I remember when I first got my car, it was 99 cents a gallon. Like, oh my Lord, that's how crazy things have gotten. Anyway, back to the
Wild.
story. So I remember getting the big bite, and then I got my my big gulp, and no, it wasn't sarsaparilla because they didn't have sarsaparilla in 7-Elevens. Thank you very much.
You bought it somewhere
people.
else to put it in there. I get it.
No.
Yeah.
Cute elderly voice. What do you call it? So then, cute elderly voice. So I went outside and
Nice, you can
I
think it's a cute.
ate my food and I drank my drink.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? I went back in because I still had a couple of like a little bit of change in my pocket, and I figured I'll go get some candy or something. And I saw. Remember those? Well, Tom might know. You might not know because you're a girl. But remember the paratroopers? Do you remember
Yeah,
those? Do
yeah.
you know what
used
the
to get
paratroopers were?
They used to be the Green Iron Man with
Yes.
the, with the
Yes.
parachutes.
So
I
they
love
used to
those
have the
things.
little parachute things, and this is
They
when
have
they.
them at the dentist all the time.
Okay, so they had these little guys in there, and it was like 61 cents or whatever it was to buy it. I had like 60 cents or 59 cents or whatever, and I was short like 2 cents, right? So I went up to the front, and the guy knew me because he knew, I was there all the time. He knew my stepfather. He knew, the family, whatever. He's like,
He had a name with 7-Eleven.
his name was Raj. She goes, "Don't worry, next time you come in, you'll give it to me." And I'm like, "Okay." And I took it, and then I didn't have money for a while, so I was afraid to go back, and I refused to go back in because I thought that I was gonna get arrested for not bringing back his like 2 cents. Isn't that sad?
You're like, oh, I'm not going to this one anymore. I'm gonna go to a different
I
one.
did,
They're
and I
gonna
did.
shake me down
Yeah.
for 2 cents.
So question.
I didn't know.
Is it still there?
That 7-Eleven I think is still there.
So
I did go back in
okay,
years later,
I was
and I
gonna
did
say
it.
like, whoo,
I didn't know.
like.
It was 2 decades later. And he said, "God, I got you 2 pennies. Here you go."
Well, but I told you about the whole library thing, right?
Yes.
You know about.
I know
that
about the
one.
library
Yeah.
thing. That's
Yeah.
great.
Right?
That's hysterical.
It's funny. And what do you call it? I had not gone back to the Uniondale Library until we did the appearance there. That was
library thing.
for a reason. Because when I was younger, I took out my tape. What do you call it? I took out Eric B. and Rakim, Follow the Leader.
Yep.
And what do you call it? Loved that tape. And I was like, yeah, I'm not bringing it back. And then I never went back to the library after.
Wow, you're lucky that the
Wow,
library police, like from Seinfeld, didn't come track you down.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought was going to happen, but obviously it didn't.
I'm sure
so I got lucky.
I'm sure they got a new tape.
So now you didn't get one, you got 2 stories tonight.
Wow.
There you go.
Why not 3?
Because I don't.
You got a third
what's
one?
wrong?
I'm
That
not
you
giving
can
you any
recant
more.
from your young
Why don't
years.
you tell us one of your stories?
I don't really have many stories that I can think of.
Oh my God, I have a story. I'll even say this on GHR. I was in the store, okay, the other day.
Oh.
This isn't as exciting, I will say. I was in the store, and I went to, pick up whatever I was picking up. It was like food or something. I don't remember what I was picking up. Something. And so I was in the store, and then this guy, he looks over at me. He's like, what is a cucumber? Which one's a cucumber? Which one's a zucchini? And then I was telling him, I was like, okay, the stem is whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Not even 2 seconds after, a guy goes, "Excuse me, do you know where the sweet potatoes are?" I'm like, "Guys, I don't work here."
Do you see an
I'm
apron
like,
on?
"I don't work here." They're like, "I know, but you seem to know what's up." I'm like, "Well, there's potatoes over there. You could check out the potatoes."
So you got a new job?
Yeah, I was like, I literally was like,
Next thing I
"Whoa."
knew it, I'm bagging groceries, sweeping the floors.
Like they walked up to me like I knew everything in that store, and
They
I was
sent
like,
me outside to do carts.
I was like, not even there.
They send the special people out for that.
Hey, I did carts.
There you go. There's your story.
No, I was the only guy that worked. I was the only guy that worked on the front end. That's why. But
there's this creepy guy at the Walmart over here. It's a nice guy, but he's a creepy old dude. And what do you call it? It's that one over there towards our bank.
Gotcha.
And what do you call it? And he's there like all the time, but he's the cart getter. And
I did not get tips, Mary. That would have been great.
And he, what do you call it? They every time I'm there, I see him harassing like a different girl. Like not harassing, but he's trying to be nice. But he comes off as very creepy. He's so a woman's putting her bags in the car. He comes over and he starts taking the bags out and starts putting them in the car to help. It's very sweet.
Aww.
But they don't necessarily know that he works there, you know. And even though that's the case, it's like some people are like, don't touch my stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You know, especially with COVID going on.
Yeah.
And I caught the other day. I was over there and I saw him he was like leaning into this one woman's window. I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's come after, he's tried to speak to Danielle before. He's like, so where's your husband? I haven't seen him in a while. She's like, he's around. It's like,
he's alive and well. He's in the store.
He's in the store.
maybe he's just a guy that likes that is a little socially awkward. Doesn't know how to
Yes.
socialize with people.
That could be it.
That's what I'm saying. That's who they have out doing the carts, Mr. Greer.
They don't. Pathmark was a very flawed company, but they did not make women do that thing, so I got stuck doing it.
Fair enough.
That's what happens when you're the only male cashier.
Yeah. So how did you like your new job?
It's
Did you
great.
get employee of the month?
I know where I know where all the produce is. I
Danielle
didn't get
says he's very
tips.
nice.
I already have complaints.
Yeah. Did you get
Already complaints.
A complaint's filed about you already?
No, I'm already complaining.
Oh, you're complaining already.
I'm complaining. I didn't get
First
tips
day
yet.
on the job.
Pathmark is the worst. Steven Rabinowitz, you have no idea.
Seriously? That was where it was, Pathmark?
I worked at Pathmark. Yeah, I was a Pathmark cashier. Yep.
All right.
It wasn't that bad. My friends, I was friends with everybody, but you know.
I never worked. I don't know what I would choose if I would do cashier stock.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
No.
You want a job? Come on, girl. Get on the register.
You would definitely you would definitely wind up being a registered person.
No,
okay.
she might be in produce.
No, they
Clearly.
made dudes do all the grunt work walking around the store. The women got to work that. Some of them worked behind the deli counter, like cutting meats, and some of them were cashiers.
Listen, first of all,
I had to clean up everything else.
I'd probably do that.
Or management.
Let's be straight. The men should have been the ones doing the deli, and what they should have, because you don't want a woman cutting meats when you put in. That's not a hit on women. It's just that men, want to think of their stuff not getting cut off. Now that being said, you should have the women.
I never thought of that once. Actually,
I do. What do you call it? So I have a lot of sharp knives in my house, and my wife is very handsy. You know what I mean? So I don't want to take any chances. So when I'm in the freaking anyway, I'm just kidding. But what they should have,
this going?
the women should absolutely be working in produce. Tell me that men would not buy a ton more produce if the women are in there putting down the cucumbers. Here you go, and like, oh, look at this delicious. Look at this delicious eggplant. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. Think about it.
I'll be honest. If I was working produce, I'd be like, eggplant done. I don't need to be like, oh, sir, have an eggplant.
Look at these nice eggplants we got in.
I think men would get a little bit self-conscious and buy less produce.
No, I'd be like, yes. I don't know.
This is not gonna end well for Brim.
Maybe before I was married. Then I'd be like, all right.
Ooh, she put knife
yeah,
emojis.
See, this is what I get.
Watch out for
Castrated?
us, ladies.
Yeah, you know how many times I woke up in the middle of the night and I had, the knife up to me? You kidding me? She's freaking half Puerto Rican. Jesus
That's
Christ.
a little bit racist.
That's what you
That's
signed
a lot
up for.
racist. That's what I signed up for.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
But our melons are great.
That's not. See, my wife is just as crazy as I am. You kidding me? I love my wife. She knows that.
And there would be more deodorant
That's
sales.
what I'm talking
I
about.
guess that's true.
I think that it would be smart. Think about it. Come on. Tell me if you didn't have, remember back in the day, and they still have it now when we do cons, they have booth babes, right? They have booth babes. So why not have?
I feel like that doesn't happen
I
as
never
much
heard of
anymore.
that.
What are you kidding me?
I'm the booth babe.
Yeah, for GHR.
You're welcome.
But they have they're called booth babes when they have booth babes where they've got the good-looking girls scantily clad and they're in the booth.
I'm saying I feel like you don't see that as much anymore.
But it was a big thing for a long time.
Yeah, no, I
didn't even know.
I remember from the first couple of cons, but I feel like after a while we saw less and less of that.
Danielle says booth babes are real. What do you call it?
I am not disagreeing. I very much know booth babes are real.
So think about it. If they really wanted to make money, okay, in the produce section, have scantily clad girls in the produce section selling all the freaking stuff. You know what I'm saying? Come on, am I not right?
Unless I get commission off these fruits and veggies.
Look at our melons. Like, seriously.
Like Hooters broke into the supermarket game instead
Have
of
you seen the size of this cucumber? You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. If someone said that, if I said that, you don't think someone's going to laugh after that?
Well, I would laugh because it's you.
Yeah, but other people, they'd be like, all right. Either that or they'd be like, oh, my God, this person.
If you hold on, we're missing people's comments here. Let's see. I'm getting myself into trouble. Let's see.
Booth babes.
If you tell a female produce worker what nice melons you have, what happens next? A lawsuit. That's actually what happens next. You get kicked out of the store.
They create
table traffic.
Sure, no, just no. And have a sample straight too. There you go.
Oh,
but seriously, yeah.
Try our melon.
Try our melon. Huh? Right?
Yeah, I guess it will work.
Our melons are so sweet.
You definitely have a lot more men going.
You know what?
You would have a lot more men going grocery
up.
shopping.
I feel like
you would.
He's so into this that I think he really wants this job.
You'd have a lot of
he wants to be the melon guy.
They would sell no melons.
Take a look at our melons.
Check out my melons.
No, I think you're right. I think
Calm down.
you would wind up having a world full of obese men because men would just eat all their food, so they would have to go to the supermarket to get more food.
That's what I'm talking
yes.
about.
Don't you realize more grocery customers are women and moms?
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's why. God damn it, woman! I'm telling. That's why you have to do this. So then the women can stay home and not have to do all that extra work. The men should have to go out and do it. But if you do it and you do it right, the men will go out and do it.
But that doesn't help the women in sales. That just helps the store. They don't get that money.
Listen, man, they get tips, man. Instead
Well,
of
and
going to
paychecks.
and they get paid. Yeah,
They would in
that's what I'm
fact
talking
they would
about.
in fact get paid for working at this
Yes,
supermarket.
but you're
taster
being
time.
you're being extra. You're being like you're selling more. Okay, that's great.
And
Do
then,
I get a raise?
but see, now you've got the
Well, you could
women
just-
coming too because the men are doing the freaking butchery. Check out this new steak we've got. You know what I mean? Like, don't you want a big piece of beef? You know what I mean?
You have this all planned out too well.
I'm telling you, it would make so much money.
Welcome to the sexy supermarket.
See, Tom will do the voiceover for the speaker. What do you call it?
Welcome
to the sexy supermarket. Like, I do not want to
that's
see anyone
hysterical.
scantily clad when I go to the grocery shop. And you don't have to, because I'm going to do the shopping. I'm sure Brim. Women do not want that. I'm sure Brim is a melon guy. I agree with Danielle. Ooh, women definitely do not want
That
that.
was really funny with the meat section. That was too. That was funny. That was
You don't
funny.
like it this big? I'll just cut it down to size.
Welcome to the Grindhouse Produce Hour. That's freaking funny.
Welcome to the Grindhouse Produce.
Seriously, think about it. It would be great. We would make millions. That's all I
That'd
gotta
be
say.
I think you'd make a
hysterical.
lot. I think you'd make a lot of money.
You make a lot of money
Yeah.
because, but here it is. We couldn't do it
I
in
hope
the
it's
States.
sanitary.
We couldn't do it in the States because in the States, people are very, no, I can't have that. If we do it, I know I've lost it.
Yes.
If we
What do you
it,
mean? We have stuff in the States all the time of people not. Hooters exists. You can go to a restaurant and see girls basically half naked.
Yeah, but if think about it, if they if a supermarket opened like that, you know what I mean? People would be like losing their stuff.
New idea for date night. Sexy produce shop. Hey,
That's a
honey,
good way to get
let's
kicked
have
out.
a date night. Want to go to the sexy produce shop?
And who's in the seafood section? We don't have to. There's no seafood being
No,
sold.
There's no seafood
there's
being
no
sold.
seafood.
No,
No.
that's we don't do that. We don't do that here.
Some grandma or something. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm good, but don't even have to doesn't have to even be your grandma. Grandma doesn't even have to be here.
Just no seafood. Well, just no seafood.
Yeah, no seafood.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
want that.
with that, I think it is the end of this show.
This show?
This show. Guys, please tune in.
Some crabby people.
thegrindhouseradio.com. That's where you'll find us everywhere.
And the sexy
Yes.
supermarket is trademarked. Nobody else can go take that idea now until we
Yes.
decide to make that idea.
We gotta go buy the URL.
Guys,
sexysupermarkets.com.
Thanks so much. If you want to listen to more, I know, I'm trying, Danielle. If you really want to listen to more, please, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is where our new episode comes out. Yes. Thank you. We love you all. I'm so sorry. Happy birthday, Brim.
Thank you. As Greer always says.
Rate, review, subscribe. Please like, follow, share the streams, hop in the chats. All that interaction pushes us through the almighty algorithm, and you can hear more about this sexy supermarket.
That's what I'm talking about. Anything else, Kim?
Would you like a zucchini?
And we're out. See you guys next time.